Hey guys, what's up? This video, I totally just lisped right now. Okay, anyways, this video is going in a totally different direction than I've ever gone. Um, I was hanging out in bed. Well, I am hanging out in bed, and I look like a mess, sorry. And I was just catching up on my YouTube subscriptions, and I was watching this video, from Trish. I forgot her last name, but anyways, her YouTube channel is Blonde Sun Doll 4MJ. I'll put her page link down below, or her channel down below, and also a link to the video that I'm going to be referring to, which is her Pillow Talk Part 2, Losing My Virginity. And she's talking about how she lost her virginity, how it changed her still to this day. She said she lost her virginity at 18 and she's now 24, and it just kind of shaped her whole idea and attitude towards relationships and stuff like that. And so I thought that I would tell you guys my side of the story, and maybe if you're ballsy enough, I might make... Nah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm making this a tag video, so I tag... The only person I really want to tag is Fat Girls Can Do It Too, and then anybody else who's gutsy enough to tell their story, you do it. So, how I lost my virginity. I was 16. I think I just, recently turned 16. And, it was with my boyfriend at the time, which it was a new relationship. We were 3 months in. Just about 3 months into the relationship. And, he wasn't a virgin. He lost it to his previous girlfriend, so he had only done it with one other person before me. And, I don't know, it just is kind of good and bad. Okay. I lost it in... I don't even know, a part of me is holding back because I'm scared that my current boyfriend Cody is gonna see this, and then he's gonna be there's just gonna be too much detail for him. But for the sake of you guys and letting you guys know the truth, I'm sorry, babe. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, so I lost it to my boyfriend at the time. He was my first serious boyfriend. I was 16. It was in his living room on the floor when his parents were gone, and it was terrible. It's terrible. I took no pleasure from the experience aside from the fact that I wasn't the only virgin in my friend group anymore. Yeah. It was just, I felt like it was all for him. I felt like the only reason I went through with it, and the only reason I continued to do it with him, was because I had issues, and I felt like at the moment those issues went out the door because someone found me attractive enough to do that with me. He knew that I was a virgin. I told him that, and he did the whole typical thing where it's it's okay, it's no big deal, and then pressured me into doing it, which at the time I was fully aware that that was going on, that he was pressuring me to do it, but at the same time I was so weak-willed because I had so many issues that I was just somebody's taking interest in me and he finds me attractive and he wants to do this with me, so I'm just gonna do it. So, yeah, like, the only thing about, oops, sorry, my phone. The only thing about me losing my virginity that I don't regret is that the person that I lost it to, I continued to be in a relationship with for 3 years. Granted, that relationship was riddled with mental, emotional, and sometimes physical abuse, which if you guys want me to go into that in another video, I will. Because that's a whole different thing. That's a lot. But anyways, yeah. So back to losing the virginity. So, I just, it was just so unfulfilling and just blah that I was like, it was all for him. Like, he got what he wanted out of it, and I was just kind of left there like, well, I'm not a virgin anymore. That was it. And then you definitely feel a difference down there. Like, you definitely know something has been down there. So I called my best friend that night, and she's like, I could tell something's changed. And I was like, well, and I told her what happened. And I told her basically what I'm telling you right now, is that it was kind of whatever. And the only thing is that it still feels like there's something inside of me. I know, really weird. But anyways, that is how I lost my virginity. And it was while we were watching that 70s show. So every time that I see that show, I'm just like, not every time. I'm exaggerating now. But I don't know. It's, I wish that, I don't know, I wish that I waited. I really do wish that I waited, because it sort of sent me down a spiral of just having sex because they wanted to. I'm not lying to you. During that entire almost 3 years that I was with him, I don't fully recall a time where I actually enjoyed it. And after the relationship, I used sex as a way to move on. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and again, I'm really sorry, baby, if you see this video, I'm really sorry, but I'm being completely honest. Okay, so after that relationship, and I know this is going beyond virginity here, but because of how I lost my virginity and in the manner that it happened and the effect that it took on me, it caused a chain reaction in my love life and my relationships. Because after that relationship, I used sex as a tool to feel like I still had something desirable. Like, I ended up having sex with somebody else, just to sort of finalize that my previous relationship is done. And then like 6 months later, I was in a relationship, and I was in that relationship for almost a year. And then so I was at three guys I had been with, and I just felt like whatever, and I wanted to find somebody that I wanted to be in a relationship with, and I wanted to have love and everything. But every time that I would pursue it, I was used as a sexual object, and I kind of just went with it. And every once in a while, like for the majority of the time, I would say no, but sometimes I just be like, whatever, we had sex, it was done, blah, and now it's over. Because, like, I don't know, I didn't value it because I never enjoyed it. I never enjoyed sex. I never got my portion out of it. So it was kind of like, all right, well, I'm still attractive, so that's cool. And then moved on. It wasn't until I started dating Cody, which, by the way, I had like a year and a half single. Like, I was single for a year and a half. And and during that time, in the beginning of it, that's when I was like from guy to guy to guy kind of thing, trying to figure out what the hell was going on in my head and who I wanted to be with, what kind of guy I wanted, what kind of girl I wanted to be, like all this kind of stuff, trying to figure it out. Then I spent like a year just by myself, figuring myself out, not trying to deal with anybody else's stuff. And then Cody came along, and I took a completely different approach to relationships. Thank God. I I held back. I got to know him. I spent like a month or more just talking to him, getting to know him, not putting sex in the mix of anything. Like, that was rare that sex was a conversation of ours. Like, that was just never happened. And then, yeah, I'm not going to tell our sex story because he's still in my life, and I respect his wishes in the fact that if he wants that information online or not, so I'm not going to say that, but I'm not going to give details. But I will tell you that because of the approach that I made and the differences that I made, completely opposite of when I first lost my virginity, because of those differences that I made in my approach with Cody, I have the strongest bond I've ever experienced in a relationship. And because of that, no kidding, like, seriously, girls, like, like, it brings out things in me that, like, I didn't know were there. Like, I'm a completely different person when it comes to, like, when I'm with him and when I was with other guys. Like, when there is love, passion, and understanding, sex is on a completely different, like, time zone. It is way on the other side of the world. It is, yep. So basically, the moral of that story is that when I lost my virginity, I was in a one-sided, abusive, just no love relationship that completely warped my idea of what a relationship and what a sex life should be. And when I changed all of that, that's when the world was given to me, in a sense. I don't know. Anyways, basically, before I run into 15 minutes, because that's gonna happen, I just want to say that just love yourself enough to do the right thing. Don't just throw yourself out there, because seriously, like, the number of guys that I've been with makes me feel insecure, because I know that Cody deserves better than what I was, or what I am, because that's not going to change. Like, the number of guys that I've been with, including Cody, is 8, and I feel really dirty about that because I am only 23. But that's my own insecurities. Anyways, I'm just going to go, just love yourself enough, okay? And if you're ballsy enough, do a video response about how you lost your virginity and how it, like, changed your perspective on relationships and love lives and sex. Okay, I love you guys. Have an awesome night, day, morning, whatever. Bye.